Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome to your power message for Tuesday. Now, this is such a powerful message. It says, I am grown up and comfortable enough to ask for what I want in positive ways. Now, I feel this is a real message from your masculine today because you teach them by taking a step back to take a step forward. You teach them to be able to ask you for what they want. They have to be able to ask you for union, for relationship, for forgiveness, for magic. They have to be able to come forward and express themselves to you. So this is a huge message today that they are growing up and now they are feeling grown up enough and comfortable enough within themselves to be able to ask you for a future. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen today because we've got Christmas time. We have to be realistic and look at the physical reality and the fact that a lot of the masculines are dealing with children at Christmas and they've got things going on. But we know fully well that as we move into a new year, things are not going to remain as they were. Things are now about to change. So I feel this is a huge message today that the masculine is saying to you, Divine Feminine, I am feeling grown up now and grown up enough now and comfortable enough now to be able to come forward to you and express myself and open up to you in powerful ways and to ask you for what I want. So it's an extra sign there too. And this is also saying to you that you're becoming so comfortable with yourself because you know that you've grown up enough to ask the universe for what you want in a very positive way. So this is about your soul growth and learning, how far you've come on your journey, that you're now evolving and transforming in a spiritual way. So physically, you may not feel like you've grown much, but spiritually, you've grown so much. You know, this isn't about getting another year older physically. This is about becoming wiser spiritually and saying, I am now grown up enough to know how to talk to heaven, how to communicate with the universe, how to trust in this love. I am learning and transforming and evolving in my mind so I no longer take things personally than I once did. So you can see now from a spiritual viewpoint how the things you did and the way you behaved in the past were quite immature spiritually. And now the way you act and are now is so mature spiritually. And that's the difference. So you may feel like the old you is a previous lifetime. You know, when I look back at how I used to be and the things I used to do and the way I used to act and be, it's like, who was that person? But I know that person was just another part of me, a part of me that helped me to become the me that I am today. So I don't resent that part of me or wish I could change anything because everything happened the way it was meant to, because there was lessons in there and everything grew me and has grown me into who I am. And the person I am now, just like the person you are now, is not the finished result either. You're still going to grow and transform, and maybe 10 years down the line, you're going to look back and say, wow, that person I was then is so different and immature than the person I am now. You see, because we're growing and learning. We're evolving spiritually constantly. And as Abraham Hicks says, we never get it done. So it's not like you'll get into union and that will be it. You'll continue to learn and transform and go through things because life goes on. Life goes on and life is change. So you're never going to just be at a standstill. You're going to always be striving for more, craving for more. But in union, you're going to do it together instead of doing it on your own. So the message is, be proud of how far you've come. And I love this because yesterday we had that little foal trying to find its feet and find its way. And this is showing you how you've transformed and you see the good in things because you've got this gorgeous sunlight shining through the trees. And this is a huge sign that blessings are on the way, that you are blessed beyond measure, and that you are growing up and comfortable enough now to ask for what you want in positive ways. And it doesn't matter how young or old you are physically, this is about your soul age and your soul growth and your soul maturity. And sometimes people may not get that. especially our family. Maybe someone who's older than you in your family is looking at you, expecting you to, kind of bend to their will because of the age. You see, and sometimes, when I think back to my mum's relationship, me and my mum were, we had such a great relationship, but it was very challenging. But I never looked at her as the older one, and she never looked at me as the younger one. It was always an equal connection when we were both spiritually aware. But before we were both spiritually aware, I didn't really know how to act because I was acting in my childlike energy, and that childlike energy has an ego. And she was saying, you should treat me like this because I'm your mother, or I'm the older one. Have respect for your elders. Have you ever heard that before? Have respect for your elders. And at the end of the day, we're all different ages, but we're all different soul ages. So really, respecting your elders is understanding that we are growing and learning, and everyone is a teacher. So when we see everyone that way, we see everyone as an equal, no matter how young or old they are, or what role they play in our life, or what role they play in society. Everyone is a teacher. So, I see it like this. I'm going to respect and love someone, if they are operating in my vibration. So this isn't the energy of, I'm going to love everyone, because you may think, well, I can't love everyone because of this or that. But it's about seeing everything from a higher perspective as a teacher. So you don't have to be around people that you don't want to be around because you think, I'm an earth angel and I have to love and all of these things. You have boundaries too, but you don't have to tolerate things that you don't need to tolerate. This is about you setting down your natural boundaries. And it's about not spreading hate either. You don't need to hate, meditate. That was the message yesterday. But the message is, just be you. Just be you, shine bright. And if you're not resonating with something or someone, there's plenty of other things and people you will resonate with. So just be bold and brave enough and strong enough and comfortable enough within yourself and mature enough within yourself to know what to do, to focus on the light. So I'm going to bring in the celebration of love cards today. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know today as a divine feminine? What do we need to know today as a divine feminine? So the messages coming through are, we've got celebration, and this is temple interlude. And what I'm feeling with this is, this is a time right now to celebrate, to look for the magic in life. And, she's holding something white in her hand there, which you could actually see as a snowball. So I'm seeing this as enjoying the cleansing of where we are right now in the world and what's going on with the weather and, the time of year. And know that you are being guided to your highest potential. Door of eternity, angel of choice. So, you always have a choice. That's your destiny. You have free will to always choose love and happiness in all moments. But the angels are always with you. And you have a choice who you can call on right now. Maybe you're working with Archangel Michael. Some of you will be working with Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron. You have an angel of choice with you, so you're not restricted to who you're calling on. And always focus on the light, because that's where your passion is. So when you follow your passions, you'll always feel better. And the song of motherhood, nurture, the Empress energy, Mother Mary around you, having that bond with your mum. And, if your mum's passed over, she's with you in spirit right now. And also knowing that we go within to find ourselves, the lost valley of the Pegasus. So this is about rebirth and change. So going within for the answers, because that's your true self. And when we do that, we access our highest potential. So today, whatever you're going through, know that you are grown up and comfortable enough to make your own decisions, to ask for what you want and make your own choices, and do all of this in a positive way, especially if you're around peers today or people who think that you should listen to them or do things a certain way because they are older than you or they've told you something, your truth. And even if someone says, something like, I'm more spiritual than you, that's hogwash, because you know yourself. We're all on the same level. We're all learning and growing, and we're all transforming. And nobody is better than anybody else. Someone may have more experience in a situation than you, or may have achieved something that you want, and you can listen to them. But that doesn't mean they have all the answers, because they are still learning and growing and going through their own stuff. So always listen to yourself over anyone else, because that's your power. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.